listen, listen. Chavez is a lot of people don't want to give him because this is just the way that the world is. Even Mexican bros, they don't want to give him the credit. He's one of the greatest fighters ever in the history. Forget a Mexican, but that's just making him lower than what he is. He's one of the greatest fighters. Listen, this guy won like 90 fights undefeated. You know, so I respect Floyd as a master fighter. Floyd got what 50, and this guy got 90 fights before he lost 90. Listen, you gotta suppose he quit at that, and he got the record. Now, no, listen, Floyd's the great. Floyd don't have no record in that division of the Lululemon. That's the division in the Lululemon. The Lululemon with divisions like that. Him, Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson got 177 fights before he lost one. God damn.
Those are the words of Iron Mike Tyson. And he picked up and he mentioned some good points about Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., along with the great Sugar Ray Robinson. And those guys of old, of a generation that's past, compared to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And a lot of people, they honor and they respect and they acknowledge Floyd Mayweather Jr. with the 50-0 record. Okay. Now, they credit him that type of resume because he's never been beat. But Mike Tyson said something that made a lot of sense. Julio Cesar Chavez went 90 fights. Actually, he went 89, but he went a lot more than 50 fights being undefeated. Okay? His first draw, I believe that was 89, his 89th fight, he fought Pernell Whitaker. And again, he mentioned Pernell Whitaker, one of the best fighters ever. Because he likes more boxer guys like Pernell Whitaker, elusive guys, Lomachenko, elusive guys, Willie Pep, another elusive guy. These type of guys, they're boxer guys. So Mike Tyson, him being known as a knockout artist, actually had the love for the sweet science of guys that were elusive, that'll stand right in front of you. Not runners, as he stated, but guys that'll sit there and dodge and parry and dip, move and dodge again in front of you. So those are the type of fighters that Mike Tyson mentioned, and he was talking to Fat Joe, because of course we're doing this new norm right now with people now just going in front and doing live chats instead of sitting down like on Hot Boxing with Mike or something like that, just sitting down and talking to each other from where you're at. And I think that's a lot safer than going out and traveling somewhere to risk catching the cova, right? Now, he did mention a lot of things like, hey, Sugar Ray Robinson, he went over 100 fights being undefeated, and he mentioned that for a reason. He said just imagine if those guys decided to stop up until the point that they got defeated. They could have stopped at 89-0. Chavez could have stopped at 89-0 or 88-0, and that would have been one of the things that people to this day could not measure up to. Okay, so when you do talk about records and talking about records being undefeated, you still have to beat a certain record of a fighter. You can have your own entity like Floyd Mayweather, because his thing was, he didn't miss his selling point. He always kept his O, because he knew as long as he kept his O, there would be somebody that was willing to watch him for someone else to possibly beat him and take that O. That was the interest with Floyd. Floyd knew that. You either loved him, you hate him, either way you're going to watch. So it was a perfect plan. I'm not knocking Floyd, so don't think that I'm knocking Floyd. What I am saying is what Mike Tyson said, and he did have some good points. Like, there were other fighters that had way more fights than that, and they went undefeated, besides stopping at 50. Okay? In other words, let's do this. If Floyd Money Mayweather, if he said, hey, okay, I want to get to 80-0, so that means I have to fight 30 more times, do you think he would actually stand and get to 88 fights without being defeated? I mean, let's be real. You know what I mean? And especially fighting someone like Sugar Ray Robinson, fighting on the speed and the rate that he was fighting people. Okay, he was fighting a lot of people at different times. Okay, so it's one of those things where Sugar Ray Robinson, guys like that fought a hell of a lot. You know, it's one of those things where you knew that these guys were special for beating that many guys without being defeated. Okay? So in this era, we do remember Floyd. I will always remember Floyd. I watch Floyd movies. I watch his fights all the time. But you have to acknowledge what Mike Tyson was saying. Hey, there are other fighters that done what Floyd Mayweather's done, then more. Okay? So of course they didn't retire undefeated, but if you look at the ratio of fights, okay, those guys accomplished a lot more because they did that for a longer amount of time, okay, in their career and what they've done, and they were acknowledged like, man, this dude's 70-0, 75-0, 80-0. You could say that about Chavez Jr. You can't say that about Mayweather. So I get what Mike Tyson was saying. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson, 100-0, right? So you're like, wow, really? That's a lot. But anyway, those are the words and the wisdom from Mike Tyson. And I don't know if this was a cheap shot, but this was something he definitely said or whatnot. But you guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.